Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow.
But if we are wise, we'll know that there's always tomorrow.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow.
For no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show.
Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Lean on me
When you're not strong,
and I'll
be your friend.
I'll help you carry on.
It won't be long
till I'm gonna need
Somebody to lean on.
Why is Humpty Dumpty's favorite season autumn? Because he had a great fall.
Welcome to PPHS Live at 55, featuring Coach Crawford, College and Career, Nurse Bowling with Nurses Nook, Coach Johnson with Counselor's Corner, Dean Mickens with Students of the Month, Principal Ward with Principals Updates, and Coach Bowling with This Week in Techie Sports.
Good morning, PPHS. Guess what? You did it. You made it to the end of the school year. Go ahead and celebrate. You definitely deserve it. We know that school didn't end the way any of us anticipated, but guess what? We survived it, and we survived it together. Now it's time for you to enjoy your summer. I wish you a healthy, safe, and fun summer. Until next school year, signing off, your school counselor, Coach Johnson.
Good morning, Techies. I hope everybody's doing well. I cannot believe that we finished 1 year at PPHS. The way we ended was not ideal, but you guys made it. I'm so glad to have met every single one of you guys. I'm very thankful for you guys. I hope everyone's doing well and your families are healthy and you're strong. Just remember, the journey has just begun. For some of you, that journey is almost at an end. And I'm very thankful to be a part of your journey. Be safe this summer. Work. Get a job. Finish school. Do whatever you need to do to make sure you have a safe and fun summer. I'd always recommend working to get some things off your mind, to take a break from school, to release some pressure, and just make some money. I just want you guys to have a wonderful summer and come back ready in the fall. If you guys need anything, always feel free to reach out, and I'll miss you guys, and congrats on finishing a year of school.
Hey guys, it's Nurse Bowling here. I wanted to remind you of a few things before we go on summer break. First would be about immunizations. There is a new immunization requirement, and that would be hepatitis A. Everybody is required to have 2 doses of hepatitis A before we start school in the fall. Next would be MCV4. If you are 16, you are now eligible for your second and final MCV4 vaccination. And one I would like you all to consider would be the HPV or Gardasil. If you or your parents want any information on any of these vaccines, feel free to reach out via text, phone call, email, and I will get that information to you. Next thing would be medical history forms. Each year I need updated medical history forms from your parents that allow me to give you Tylenol or ibuprofen or Tums if something comes up and you're at school and you start to feel kind of bad. For my students that take medication on a daily basis or have medical conditions that require them to carry certain supplies at school, please know that every year I have to have new updated forms from your doctors. All of these forms can be found online. If you guys are having trouble finding them, let me know and I will get those to you. And finally, with the weather changing and all of us being tired of being confined to our houses, please remember to be safe. Remember to wear your masks if you're in a group setting. Please remember to wash your hands. And if you're not feeling well, stay home. If you have any questions over the summer, reach out. If I can answer them, I will answer them. If I don't know, I will point you in the right direction. Have a great summer, and I look forward to seeing you all in the fall in our brand new building.
Congratulations to our Cycle 612 pitch finalists. In Cycle 6, we have Kilara, Jose, Alexis, Nasia, Nathaniel, Brendan, Cornelius, Haley, Sean, and Jonathan. Cycle 12, we have Brian, Maddie, Victor, Grecia, Aaliyah, Bree, Torin, Raymond, Johnny, Adriana, and Jimena. Best wishes tomorrow in the finals.
Good morning, PPHS techies and families. Guess what today is? Club Day! You know how I absolutely love PPHS Club Days. Students, I hope that you engage in your favorite clubs and have a good time and interact with your favorite coaches. But this is a bittersweet moment because today is the last club day of the school year. Yes, we are at the end of the school year. This is the last week, the last club day. Having said that, there are a few important dates that I need to disclose to you. One is June 4th, tomorrow. That will be an opportunity time for showcase and pitch finals. This will be a time for you to come in and to hear presentations from our students on what they learned in their passion projects and also viable solutions to what they came up with for the challenge of the industry projects. So if you have time, please chime in on Showcase Day and Pitch Finals to watch our students, their presentations, and what they've learned over the cycle. On June 7th, this is important, June 7th, at 11:59 p.m., we will be taking the Edmentum snapshots of the grades up to date. Remember, your grade is made up of 50% of your competencies and 50% of your Edmentum. 50% of your competencies and 50% of your Edmentum. This end of the year report card is just a little bit different than our progress reports that happen throughout the school year. We have 5 progress reports and then we have 1 end of the year report card. And the reason why this report card is a little bit different is because the grades that are recorded on this report card will be transcribed to the transcript. So 50% of your grade is made up of your competencies from passion projects. 50% of your grade is made up of Edmentum work, and that makes up the grade in your courses on your report card, and that will be transcribed to the transcript. So guys, let's push it through. Let's see the end of the light of the tunnel, and let's work hard. June 8th will be the first day of finishing school. If you registered for finishing school, June 8th, you will have scheduled dojos on your school calendar, your Google Calendar. Your expectations, check in with your dojo coaches that are scheduled on your Google Calendar. We will not have PLCs. However, the dojo coaches that you're scheduled in, you will check in with them. Also, what will be scheduled in your Google Calendar are testing sessions. You will have a scheduled testing session that you will utilize to take your post-test in Edmentum. If you would like to take tests outside of that session, the first thing you need to do is to check in with your dojo coach. Your dojo coach will give you permission to chime in into the testing session. If you have not registered at all, but you would like to take part in the testing sessions, please contact Coach Broadstreet, and he will direct you into the instructions on the testing sessions for you to chime in. June 25th at 11:59, we will take the snapshot of Edmonton and we will adjust the report cards grades accordingly. Those grades will also be transcribed to the transcript. So June 25th at 11:59, we will take the snapshot of Edmonton and we will adjust the grades accordingly, and those grades will also be transcribed to the transcript. We will attend finishing school Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Awesome. So, guys, let's get going in our classes and our courses. You have until June 7th, 11:59 for the first snapshot, and June 25th at 11:59 for finishing school snapshot. In light of the racial tension and outrage, I hope that my life matter. And I hope that my son's life matter. I am so grateful that I am part of an organization that values the lives of our Black students. Our academic experiences focus on equity, on access, and opportunity. Our coaches work diligently to make sure that every student, every PPHS student has the opportunity to succeed and the access to succeed in the future after us. Our Black lives matter. Our PPHS Techie students matter. And I'm just so excited to be part of this organization that provides this opportunity for our students. Please, please stay safe, stay healthy. Please practice social distance. Please wash your hands and do the best you can to make sure that you keep others safe as well. We will love to interact with you in our next school year. I will be seeing you soon.
Good morning, Techies, and welcome to another edition of This Week in Techie Sports. In Olympic competition last week, we had the art competition. Our bronze medal winner from Shilkrosha was Isaac Allen, with the silver medal from Obamaconda, Jose Quintana, and with our gold medal, also from Obamaconda, Kai Brandon. Congratulations, gentlemen, and great job by Obamaconda, who will finish the preliminary rounds of the Olympics in first place with a total score of 55 points. Appalex finished tied with Shilkrosha for second at 45, followed by Trashland, Tiger Hunters, Quarantana, Mundistan, United States of Krona, and Iceland. These countries will compete this week in our final round, our championship round, playing a rousing round of Family Feud. Good luck to all the countries, and may the best country win. Techies, this is going to be our last This Week in Techie Sports for this school year. But please remember, we're only a short few months away from fall sports getting back underway. So if you're a football player, a soccer player, a cross-country runner, or a soccer player, please be ready to go in the fall. Use this time over the summer to get in shape and to get your team ready. to participate. July 1st opens up the time in which we can come together as teams and start to practice. So make sure that you're ready when the time comes. It's been a great season. It's been a great year, but we're really looking forward to all that we're going to accomplish next year. So I will see you in August. Thank you.
Good morning, students of PPHS. This is your new go-to morning show to start your morning right. Made by students for students. We will be bringing the occasional sports clip, cooking segment, and good news. From our home to yours. This is Good Morning PPHS. But first off, to Jose Quintana with some good news. Thank you, Jose. For our season finale, our last episode of SGN, and our last episode for Good Morning PPHS, we'll be bringing you the good news. Okay, now to start. Oh, wait. Oh, I think we have some breaking news. On to you, Spencer.
What's going on, guys? Hello? What?
Hello, we are coming to you live with Mitch Daniels.
3, 2, 1, action. Hi, thank you for taking time to interview us.
Thank you for the opportunity. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so the first thing we're talking about is the COVID-19 situation. So how do you feel about the COVID-19 situation and how we as a state are dealing with it?
Obviously, I feel terrible about the situation and all the hardship it's caused, both the loss of life, but also the way it's set millions of people's lives back. And so that's an obvious starting point. I think that in general, our state is dealing with it about as well as it could, or as well as others. I think that at the beginning, none of us knew anything about this virus, and so the whole country went to a very maximum response, locking everything down and so forth. But now that we've learned more, we've, I think, correctly understood that that's not the best strategy. When you have to. The issue here is so often is you can't look at just one element. You have to think about the whole public interest. And I think that our state has moved about as carefully, but also as rapidly as the facts would permit. I have a lot of empathy for the people trying to make these decisions. They've not had, obviously none of us has, all the information you'd love to have, and I think they're doing the best that they can.
With most of your students gone from your campus, how are you spending your quarantine?
I'm trying to get ready for students to come back, Iris. It is very, like everybody's life, it's just changed everything. I'll start with the students. I mean, everybody has their own approach. My approach here has been to be out of this office, out with the students as much as I can be. I have dinners with them. I go once in a while, sit in a class. I go see them in the rooting sections at the games. I go to work out at the gym, same gym they do. And that's not only fun, but it helps me do my job. You learn things. Students will tell me things that I might not have heard, or they may have a different perspective. So one thing that really bothers me, I mean, I'm spending my time, to answer your question, working on all the ways that we can make it safe for students to come back here. And that mainly means because students may get the flu, but people your age, we now know, are not at mortal danger from this. There are many, many things that are bigger threats to younger people than this virus. The real problem, of course, is that people of any age can spread the virus to people. This would include maybe some of our faculty, for instance, or staff who might be really at much more risk. So we're working on all the ways to prevent that, and that keeps us busy. But I'll finish by saying that I'm already a little bit dejected to think about when the students come back, I won't be able to do what I've done for 8 years, and get out there and, hang with them as I've always enjoyed. And that's just, I'm just going to have to adapt to it, but I won't like it.
So now we have some questions about our school. So what was the original idea behind starting Purdue Polytechnic High School?
Yes, I've been pretty outspoken about this from the beginning. The problem was, and is, that we are not able to recruit enough college-ready or Purdue-ready students from many places in our state. That includes some of the big inner-city school systems. By the way, it also includes some of the small rural systems. And we tried all kinds of things. We spent a lot of effort trying to reach out and find students who are going to college and can make it at Purdue. And unfortunately, there just aren't very many of them in IPS and some of these other places. And those that are there, a lot of colleges want them. And so we have to compete for a very small pool. So that's why we started the high school, to try to build our own pipeline and have a more diverse university up here, people from different backgrounds, different income levels, different demographic groups, and so forth. And we're very excited about your school, about you as students in it. Nothing says that because you went to Purdue Polytechnic that you need to come to Purdue, but we sure hope a large percentage of your school will be ready to succeed here, and then we'll make that choice.
How do you feel we as a school are doing, and is there anything we do here that has caught your attention?
Oh, I'm paying close attention there as to everything. You can believe that. I've said to people here now for several years since we came up with this idea. I've said, we like to try new things at Purdue, and we're going to try a lot of them. And when you do that, not everything is going to work just right. But I said, this one has to work. This is so important. So I'm paying lots of attention. I happen to love, because I think I hear students tell me they like the way you teach and learn at Purdue Polytechnic. Projects, lots of working in groups and teams. That appeals to me, but what really appeals to me is it seems to be working. You folks, you students are being measured every so often, and the results seem encouraging. And in the end, it's results that matter, but the results are positive so far. And so I'm very, very hopeful. I mean, I've been looking ahead now for 5 years to next spring. Are you seniors? About to be seniors?
No, we're freshmen.
Sophomores.
Sophomores, okay. Well, I've been saying now for 5 years, one night in May of 2021, the first graduates will walk across a stage somewhere. I hope by then we'll be having real commencements. And I just hope that many of them are headed for Purdue University from there. And that's the result that matters. But I'm very encouraged that we seem to be on track for a good result. I hope that proves out.
Is there something that you would wish was different about our school?
I wish it was bigger. I wish we had more of them. I wish we had, well, actually, you're at the downtown campus, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen your new place, by the way? Have you seen the building?
Yes, we have.
We've seen the outside.
Isn't it going to be cool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait till you see in.
Yes.
It's really, it's taken a long time to get there. We announced this whole idea, so that would be 5 years ago at least, on the steps of that building. That was always supposed to be your home. But the city had to take some time doing things out there, and there were just some delays, and then we had to fix it up. But I'm very excited about that. Your school it looks to be 525 this coming year. That's fantastic. That's the size we were aiming at. Broad Ripple's doing, looks like it's going to grow, but it's got to, I want to see it bigger. And we hope, of course, to get started now finally in a different city, South Bend. So that's the main thing I want to see is more of these schools, and each of them as big as we can make it, once again, to try to get that pipeline to Purdue, or at least to other, important starts to life for as many young people like you as we can. But you're the sort of pioneers, and the better the first school succeeds, the more likely we can grow some more of them.
Where do you see us as PPHS in the future?
I've always hoped that it would turn into a network, so you'd have at least one, and Indianapolis's case, a couple, I guess, around the state. Indianapolis was the natural place to start, but I've always told people, I told people when I had my previous job, this state can't succeed unless every part of it succeeds. And Indianapolis has been doing really, really well now, and that's great, and we're proud about it, the whole area. But I'm a person now who's been to every little corner of this state. And I can tell you there are a lot of places that we've got to bring along. And so I hope one day there'll be a lot of these high schools playing a part in that.
So as much as all of us have had to adjust to this new normal, our coaches have had to switch to online learning overnight. Is there something you'd like to tell our coaches?
Thank you, of course. I'm so impressed with how quickly coaches, faculty here adjusted to the new situation and worked hard to make the best of it. Nobody likes it the way it is. I don't think anybody does. We're all eager to get back to something like we had before. I do think that we've learned some things about online education. I hope it's true at the high school. I know it's true here. It'll be a little bigger part of what we do going forward. But I will all be glad when, again, we're in person much more. And I think in your case, since a lot of the learning happens in teams and projects, I'm real eager for you to be able to get back together soon.
What would you say our students should prioritize and work on during the summer months before the school reopens for the academic season?
Oh, great question. Well, I would ask your coaches that question, but intuitively, I would say keep up on your math, maybe some math problems, math puzzles, something that, that's going to be a big part of your success in multiple ways, not just in the math and science classes, but it's associated with academic success across the board. So that'd be one thing that I would hope you would find some time for, and read. Even if you can be reading for fun, but it's the more one reads, the better one does at it. The more you retain, the better you understand things, and it's like staying in shape. You got to keep. I always taught our four daughters. You exercise physically, you get stronger. The same thing's true of your being.
And lastly, what would you say one of your personal struggles have been during all of this?
Related to the high school, you mean, or?
Sure. Yes.
Well, I think we've talked about it. My goal has been that we have a better, stronger, more diverse Purdue University, but that we educate more Indiana students, which we are doing more than we ever have. But always that Purdue be a place that's challenging and that stretches people, and that, when you two get here, I hope you're going to still find a place where you have to work hard. And good grades don't just get handed out like candy. And so for that to work, students have to arrive here well prepared and used to being used to studying and hard work. And my sense is that that's happening at your school. And if we can make that happen there and at a few other places like that, one day Purdue University will be even better than it is today.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to us and answer our questions.
Thank you very much. They're great questions. Be the best part of my day. So thank you both. And don't forget to study hard.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And cut. That concludes season 1. I hope you enjoyed it very greatly. I hope it made your announcements a little less bad. And yeah, it's been a great season for all of us. And just stay safe, stay active, stay out there. Just stay safe during this time. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.